left and I'm coming to win. Hey, hey. Get back if you hating again. 1, 2, it be right on your chin. Hey, hey. All the bullshit happens out here, but I ain't going for it, showing no fear. If you don't get down, then you will stay down, and that's the way you can get a nigga put down. Had a drink yet? Yeah, it's on deck. Wake up next morning, nigga, who's that? What the fuck though? Who is this hoe? Something wrong here, and who is big bro? This wild shit is next level, my G. But I'll be damned if a nigga get me. It's time to go and hit that exit, yes. And how you gonna do it is left, right, left. Left, yo, left, right, left. Left, left, yo, left, right, left. Left, left, yo, left, right, left. Left, left, yo, left, right, left. Whoa. Made niggas get paid, nigga, then slayed, nigga. Better go all out and dump a K, nigga. Everybody want that spot, but you know what comes with it. All the glitz and the glamour, but they really bullshitting, huh? It's just crazy the way they playing the game, no. Double cross your best friend, really it's a shame, no. Wanna be a superstar, transform from lame, no. You don't recognize what's in the mirror from the fame, no. I'm talking left, right, left, bro. I'm walking out the door, kick a nigga in the chest. Any ideas going better, gone away. If you ain't learned yet, you gon' learn today. We just wanna do the art and watch the time pass. No favor for a favor, that shit, they gone bad. I'ma say what I want or watch your life flash. I ain't never sucked a dick or took it in the fucking ass, that's real. Left, left, yo, left, right, left. 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 Whoa. Left, yo, left, right, left. Left, left, yo, left, right, left. Hey, why don't y'all out here in this crazy ass industry let the artists do their art without having to do some nasty shit to get ahead? That's just gross, y'all. What it do? Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's really good? Okay. It's your boy, Brandon Bravon Towns. First of all, I just want to say this. My apologies yesterday. I know Sports Plus Life Talking ish usually be on Friday. Usually be Friday evening. But I'm not going to hold y'all when I tell you I was so busy yesterday. I was so busy like all day that by the time I got home and situated, I was too doggone tired. I ain't gonna lie. Let's go over the schedule. Wake up 5:30 in the morning. Let's go to the bus. Do the morning part of my bus route. Drop my kids off at school. Then I leave there. I park my bus. I had to park it in Dumbarton today, and I had to park it at Dumbarton yesterday instead of leaving it at Hermitage because of the game last night. Because the Highland Springs Hermitage game, they wanted the parking lot full. Which, by the way, how about them Springers, boy? Boy, Highland Springs went to Hermitage and had it down. I told my son, I said, I know you go to Hermitage, you're a Hermitage Panther, but I'm a Springer for life, baby. So too bad you lost. Okay. But so I had to park my bus at Dumbarton yesterday morning, go get dressed, get ready, go to St. Paul's, go to my Uncle Keith's funeral, sing at the funeral, go to the cemetery to repast, everything. Then by the time I get off there, I have to go come get London, and have to go DJ at London's cheerleader party, end of the season cheerleader party, and then on top of that, so after that's over with, which now we're past 8:00, we're near 8:30, we stop at Kroger's because I wanted to pick up something to eat for the kids. London shuts her pinky finger in the car door. Ouch. So, and I had to make sure that she was okay, that it wasn't broken, didn't need to go to the emergency room or nothing. It wasn't. Just some skin broke, but I had to clean that up. I had to console her. My baby started crying because, if you ever shut your finger in the car door, which I have, that shit hurts.
So then, we walking around Kroger, and by the time we get home, by the time I get home, and then I gotta fix dinner for me and the kids. By the time I get done doing all that, bro, I was tired. I was like, you know what? I just can't do it. I said I can't do it tonight. I said I'll do it tomorrow. And I almost flaked on the day. I ain't gonna bullshit you, because today, wake up, go to New Kent. London as a cheerleader the game. Unfortunately, the Glen Allen Ravens 10U team took a loss, and their season is over, unfortunately. So after that, we come back. We were going to go to the YMCA, but London wanted to go to this trunk or treat that was across the street at this church that's across the street. And I'm like, London, Lord have mercy. You just went to you just had a trunk or treat party last night. So I said, you know what? We're going to go here for a couple of minutes, see what this is about. And I'm going to tell you, the church across the street, they have really good people. And the kids had a ball. I had a ball. Roman had the most sourpuss face in the world when he went. He was like, because he just wanted to stay and play his games. He played his computer all day yesterday. And I said, today you're going to be outside, boy. I said, you're not just, when weekends, it's beautiful day, beautiful weather. I'm not going to allow you to just have your brain and your face plastered in a screen all day, all night. No pun intended. And no, and you know what? He had a ball. One of the people out there, the pastor's son, he ended up being I ended up meeting him as the pastor's son, but he threw the football at Roman, and Roman started catching it, and then all of a sudden they started throwing it. I'm like, hold up. Roman started showing out his skills. I said, man, it's official, man. You got to play. You at least got to try football, because Roman was out there mossing people. But he had a great time. London had a great time. And we were there until it closed at 4:00. So we were there for like 2 hours. And they had a great time. They had a ball, and then had to go Kroger's, get some medicine. I'll be on the go. Nigga, I'm on the go. But guess what? We get a little early. 'Tis the season. I went to Kroger because I had to get a prescription filled for my son. Boy, they done busted out the nog, boy. Now this nog has been spiked. But, god damn. This ain't the sunset. I ain't do a full sunset in this, because y'all know I've been making sunset for almost 10 years. That's my own personal eggnog that I make. This just got rum in it. But boy, that Kroger's vanilla flavored eggnog ain't nothing but the truth. So help me God, that is the truth. What up, Loma? But that Kroger's vanilla flavored, I'm telling y'all, trying to put y'all on game. Kroger's brand vanilla flavored eggnog ain't nothing but the truth. Oh God, it is the truth. Now this got lick in it. I didn't know I had put that much lick in it. But what we gonna talk about tonight? Now I'm not gonna be on here long, because in case y'all mind, I ain't gonna be on here long, but because the verses start at 8:00, and damn it, I am going to watch the verses. No Limit versus Cash Money. Oh boy, I can't wait. But I had to come in here because I had to do my picks online. And we got to talk about, we're going to briefly go over the Thursday night game, because that was an ass whooping. The Chargers just beat the hell out of the Vikings. We got to talk about all this drama in the NBA. We got niggas being arrested by the feds. We got NBA players, NBA coaches being arrested by the feds. But then, of course, I got to talk about it. No Limit versus Cash Money. Oh, that's going to be the last thing I talk about, because that is what I am going to watch tonight. Okay. So yeah, so what is it? 6:11 right now. So we can talk. I don't know if Sean gonna come on here now because I understand Sean running around like me. He said, bro, he said, look, if I don't get on, he said, if I don't get on, man, bro, no, see, look, bro, the eggnog itself, if you buy it from Kroger's, it's just regular eggnog. I'm the one who made it strong. You see what I'm saying right here? See that cup right there? Golden meal. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good drink there. Boy, I hope I make it to No Limit versus Cash Money. No, I'm just joking. Because also, while I'm watching the verses, I have to carve a pumpkin for my kids. And look, I'm on my dad shit, man, all the time. 24 and more, I'm on my dad shit, and that's all right. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed, and I'm blessed to be able to do that. It's not a responsibility to me. It's a privilege. I jam my finger too throwing the football. I jam this finger right here throwing the football. So I told London, I said, you ain't the only one with a dinged up finger now, because I'm a little dinged up now too with my left index finger. But anybody who think Cash Money is going to win, this finger works just fine. No, I'm just joking. I think tonight is just going to be fun. But Thursday night football, Chargers versus the Vikings. The Los Angeles Chargers bounced back from their embarrassing home loss to the Indianapolis Colts to beat the Minnesota Vikings 37-10. The Minnesota Vikings is exactly what I thought they would be at the beginning of the season. I did not have any belief in the Minnesota Vikings because they did not know what they wanted to do at quarterback. They probably should have kept Sam Darnold, because Sam Darnold has been balling in Seattle. I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy as a number 10 overall pick. I don't think he is the answer for the Vikings at quarterback. He's barely been on the field, and I think they're going to come and find out. I think they're going to find that out very soon, too. Carson Wentz, you know what? Shame on me for picking Carson Wentz to beat the Philadelphia Eagles last week. Shame on Sean for picking Carson Wentz to beat the Los Angeles Chargers on Thursday. But think about this, y'all. The Minnesota Vikings, in less than a year's time, these are the quarterbacks that have been in their building. Sam Darnold last year, J.J. McCarthy, They also had Daniel Jones. People may forget, Daniel Jones was a Minnesota Viking at the end of last year. He certainly was. Daniel Jones was a Minnesota Viking, and Minnesota falls to 3-4. I did not see them making the playoffs this season because they may have a talented roster, and they do. Their skill position players are awesome. Justin Jefferson, Addison, Aaron Jones, Mason, Hawkinson. They have a great collection of skilled players. That quarterback position ain't right, though. That quarterback position is not right. You think they wish they still had Kirk Cousins? He's starting in Atlanta. Now, I just found that out, but we'll get to that in a minute. So the Chargers bounce back. They are now 5-3 behind my Denver Broncos. So, to me, like I said, the Vikings, they're not going to be a factor. The Chargers will definitely be a factor. The Chargers are a good team, but they have fraudulent activity. They really do. Sometimes you can trust them, sometimes you can't. And as a Denver Bronco fan, I would have loved to see the Minnesota Vikings win, but I knew that wasn't in the cards because I ain't trusting no damn Carson Wentz. Like I said, shame on me for picking Carson Wentz to beat the Eagles last week. That was just dumb. Dumb. But let me go ahead and make my picks here for the week, for games of the week. Chat, feel free to chime in. I don't know me. I have to make it dramatic. What the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry. I have to make it dramatic. Let me turn this music down, though. I don't need all that background music to be like that. Let's have a little something in the background while I'm making these picks. You heard me. All right, let's see. No, I don't want that one. There you go. Let's make it dramatic, folks. Y'all know me. Facebook, I love you too. I don't even know who the hell you are. I love you too. I'm sure I'll find out, but whoever it is, I love you too. that goddamn nog is hitting me already. Okay, but I love you regardless. But let's see. Okay. Miami at Atlanta. Michael Penix is not starting, but Kirk Cousins is. The Dolphins are a mess. This is why you kept Kirk Cousins. If you're the Atlanta Falcons, this is why you kept Kirk Cousins. That's a good drink there. New York Jets at the Cincinnati Bengals. Aaron Glenn wants to go with Tyrod Taylor, but now Tyrod Taylor is hurt, so you're forced to go with Justin Fields, despite the owner pretty much saying you suck during the middle of the week. So I'm going with Cincinnati. Cleveland at New England. It's a trap game. Even though the game is in New England, it's a trap game for New England, but I'm going with the Patriots. The Giants at the Eagles. Oh, it's a revenge game for the Philadelphia Eagles. And are the Giants still licking their wounds from what the Denver Broncos did to them? Are they still doing that old push-ass knuckle? Are the Giants still licking their fucking wounds over blowing that game to the Broncos? Well, you're going to get some more wounds because the Eagles about to get their get back, despite A.J. Brown not playing. How about that? Buffalo at Carolina. No Bryce Young. Andy Dalton, Buffalo coming off of a bye week. Carolina has not lost at home. They are 4-3, but I think Buffalo coming off of a bye week. No Bryce Young. I believe Buffalo wins this game. Chicago at Baltimore. This was supposed to be the week of the Ravens' big turnaround. Rah! Look at this. Even though it says cheer, Dad. What? Hold up, motherfucker. Yeah. This is supposed to be the week of the Ravens' big turnaround. Big ass turnaround. That's Glen Allen Ravens. That ain't Baltimore Ravens. And they just got eliminated today too. But Lamar Jackson not playing. They're starting Snoop Huntley. Chicago's won 4 straight. I don't believe in that defense, even coming off of a bye week. I'm going with the Bears. San Francisco at Houston. Houston has a good defense, but their offense has been so compromised. I don't even know if Nico Collins is playing. I got to go with the 49ers. I'm not betting against the fucking 49ers no more. Because the 49ers just win games that they're not supposed to. When their whole team is never healthy. They're not even the 49ers. They're the 38ers. I mean, but they still find ways to win. Going with San Francisco. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Division games are tricky. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. But they're going to come out and play. New Orleans is going to come out and play. New Orleans has been very feisty all year, despite their record. Dallas at Denver. Dallas Cowboys play my Denver Broncos tomorrow in professional football. I should go back in the fucking archives and remember the last time Dallas played Denver. Would you want one of those? You got to take it out the you have to take it out the foil. Yes. What is it?
It's sausage.
All right, go ahead, put it on a plate and warm it up. Say the other one. I wanted to do that for breakfast. Butthead. But anyway, I want you guys to know something. The Dallas Cowboys haven't beaten the Denver Broncos since 1990 of the motherfucking 5. And if we come out there and play like we did against the Giants for the first 3 quarters, that streak will come to an end because we can't mess around with Dallas's offense. Know that we need to be aggressive and come out and kick ass, put boot to ass from first drive of the game. You think I'm picking against my boys to lose to the damn Cowboys? Fuck them! I will not pick the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck them! But I'm going to tell you this. We cannot come out there and play like trash. Dallas's offense is amazing. Amazing. I was sitting there not arguing, just playfully, the bros chatting it up at the trunk or treat with the pastor of the church of son, because he a Cowboy fan. Lord bless him. Bless him, for he know not what he do. No, he was saying that, hey, we're going to beat y'all tomorrow. I'm like, all right, okay. And I said, all right. All right, yeah, I'm always hyped when Denver played Dallas. Fuck them in the head. Fuck them up against the wall with handcuffs on and crazy glue on their lips. Fucking Dallas Cowboys, they can kiss my ass. They coming to Mile High and they going down. You going down today, bitch. That's right. That's you damn right. I ain't playing no funky ass Cowboys. We gonna take them out. And we gonna improve to 6-2. We better. Because if we're a team headed in the right direction, like I said after we beat the Eagles, I said Jets, Giants, Cowboys, they should be wins. Jets was a win, barely. Giants was a win, barely. The Cowboys need to be a win convincingly. God damn it. I'm not joking. We need to bust them Cowboys. You know what? Yes, but you can't have a sip of this eggnog. You damn right. Yes, maybe blow it off. Boy, that sausage biscuit look good. You guys want to look at this?
The scrambled egg looks cheesy.
Look at this. I made this morning to take to the game. I get up in the morning and I cook, so I don't have to worry about the concession stuff. There's a sausage egg and cheese biscuit that London want to eat now. I was trying to save it for tomorrow for breakfast. But that's how your boy get down. Your boy be cooking. I'm going with the Broncos. Dallas can go to hell. I want to bite of that too. Tennessee versus the Colts. The Aaron is hot, baby. You gotta wait for it to cool out. How long did you microwave it for? It just needed 30 seconds. What you do?
Put it on. Took like 30 seconds 2 times.
No, all you need to do is press the quick start for 30 seconds at once. Let me see. Oh, this ain't that hot.
Focus.
Man, I can cook. Well, I'm good, boy. I'm good, boy. That's right. Okay. Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Aaron Rodgers, he says it's not a revenge game. I don't fully believe him, but I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, really all you want to do is win. Jordan Love will probably have the bigger game because the Pittsburgh defense is definitely suspect. But you know what? I should go with Green Bay, but I'm not. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. What's up, boy? What's going on? All right. And then Monday Night Football. The Washington Commanders. I'm not going to call them what I want to call them because my daughter's sitting right here. Washington versus Kansas City. Kansas City going to smoke them. They're going to smoke them. They going to smoke them. So that's who I got. I got Atlanta, Cincinnati, New England, Philadelphia, Buffalo, Chicago, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Denver, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, and Kansas City. That's who I got. That is who I got. So, now, what is going on in the NBA? When I said the NBA season is here back with the drama, I didn't know it was like this, where you got the federal government involved in stuff going on with the NBA. What the hell is this? Thursday morning, Chauncey Billups, head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, NBA Hall of Famer, Finals MVP 2004, ended the Shaq and Kobe era with the Lakers. He was arrested on Thursday morning in a gambling for illegal gambling, running a legal gambling poker game. Chauncey Billups arrested. Terry Rozier, current guard for the Miami Heat, even though he was injured, he didn't play the first game, arrested for basically what I would call is point shaving during an NBA game. You got it, babe. Go ahead, finish up. Go ahead, take that in there. Put that plate in the microwave. And Damon Jones, former NBA player, former assistant coach, arrested because he was involved with both of the situations. Now, here's the kicker. Like I said, Terry Rozier has been arrested for alleged point shaving, where basically in a game in 2023, he took himself out of a game, did not meet his normal stats of what was the Vegas line, and a bunch of people knew about it, and they bet on the under, and thousands of dollars were made because he took himself out of a game, including Terry Rozier. Chauncey Billups has been arrested for being involved in an illegal poker game run by the five families, run by the mob. These games run by the mob. I mean, with using X-ray, having an X-ray table where they can see the card. Let me repeat this. Run an illegal poker game run by the five families. The five families. Yeah. That's crazy. And Damon Jones was in it on both ends. And also that Damon Jones was giving away injury reports before they went public, most notably in a game between the Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks, a game which LeBron James did not play. He got that information. Everybody's trying to put LeBron in the clear. I swear, y'all need to stop sucking his you-know-what. Because you don't know. I don't know if he has anything to do with it. But these are the alleged accusations on Dame. These are the alleged events what people are accusing Damon Jones of doing. Letting it be known to certain bettors, hey, LeBron's not playing tonight. Bet on the Bucks. And the Bucks, sure enough, won that game. I remember that game. The game on TV, and I watched it. So this has been a big, huge black eye for the NBA. I'm going to be honest with you. Should you be surprised? No, because the North American major sports leagues, including the NCAA, are all in bed with legalized gambling. They're all in bed with these gambling companies. And where the fuck do you think gambling came from? Gambling came from the mob. All of these, so you might as well say the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, NCAA sports are all in bed with the mob because gambling came from the mob. It is what it is. I'm not knocking it. I'm honestly not knocking it because you know, and I'm not saying that I endorse organized crime. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you're talking about gambling, there's enough fuck shit that happens with the people who are supposed to be law-abiding citizens in Washington. Now, I have a bunch of places where I could go with this because, for one, they had Kash Patel come out, the head of the FBI come out and say, to these people, to these perpetrators, your luck has run out. Your winning streak is over. Like cornball. But it's like, you know, they going so hard at this. They going hard as a motherfucker at this. Distraction. You think I gives a fuck about Chauncey Billups in a rigged poker game? Let's see them Epstein files. Where they at? Let's see the Epstein files. You think most of America gives a shit about this? Now the people who lost their money did. But bruh, come on, bruh. Now, as a sports fan, this is what grinds my gears because is the NBA and the NFL what they are, or is the NBA and the NFL WWE? Is it scripted? Is it scripted? People have been saying that for years. People have been saying games are fixed for years. That's why this doesn't surprise me. That's why I don't go hard when I go, because like FanDuel, you know, that's why I don't fuck with the over and under and stuff like that. Like my prediction league, it's just a who's going to win, who's going to lose league. It ain't over under all this bullshit because that convolutes stuff. Me and Sean was talking about this on Sunday and on Tuesday. does Vegas have their finger in this? Because for some reason, every time you watch in Red Zone and you hear it's the witching hour where winners become losses and losses becomes wins. And damn it, it doesn't never fail that every game that looked like it was about to be a blowout, or damn near every game, ends up getting unexplainably close. Like a team that was up by 21 points all of a sudden forgets how they got up 21 points. That's too convenient. That shit didn't happen 20 years ago. That shit didn't happen 15 years ago. You know, that's what I told Sean on the show. I said, remember when a team would be 5-1 or 6-1 and play a team with the opposite record, 1-5, 1-6, and they would just kick the shit out of them? They would just beat the fuck out of them. And now, when it's the witching hour, when losses become wins and wins becomes losses, then all of a sudden, everything becomes close. I'm going to tell you what, niggas is about to pay real close attention to that shit, even though the shit has to do with basketball. The shit be too convenient. And now with the NBA, it's easy as fuck to rig a game if you're the NBA, because NBA depends on so many individual players. Like if LeBron James misses a game, you can there's a good chance you can say, oh, well, the Lakers. I mean, LeBron before Luka came on the team. You could easily say, oh yeah, the Lakers probably gonna lose that game. You know, so I mean, it's easier to rig a basketball game than it is a football game. But it's like that's the shit that makes you think. That's really the shit that makes you think. Is this legitimate sports, or is this WWE? And that sucks. But when you get in, and that's why, like I said, with the FanDuel, I don't do the over-under version of FanDuel. I do the prop bet, where I bet on the individual player stats, and I don't bet on the shit that much. I promise you that. I've been playing FanDuel for 10 years, but I don't really like. It's more fun, you know. It's more fun playing on it now because I don't need it. You know, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just like, it's not, you know, there were a lot of times I'll be betting on FanDuel, no serious bets. Like, I've never been addicted to gambling, never. But it's like, man, I hope I would. I sure could use X amount of dollars. It sure would be nice if I could at least win maybe a high 3 figures, at least low 4 figures. That sure would be nice. I wouldn't put my bills at stake on no shit like that. Hell no. But, you know, that's how I used to play. Now, more or less, I just play because it's fun. You know, now more or less I just play for the fun of it because, and I don't even bet shit for real. Like, honestly, I really don't even bet shit for real. Let's see, what's the date? The 23rd. Yeah. So, but now the way they've convoluted this shit is kind of, you know, it's kind of, you know, it kind of stinks now. I mean, it's not, let's just put it this way. It's not fun like it was. Let's see. I mean, it's not, watching these games is not fun like it was because now you're going to always have in your head, is there some bullshit going on? You know, what's going on? Like, and you talk about the integrity of sports, they don't exist. They don't exist. You know, but let's take a listen to Dan Le Batard as far as this sports gambling craze, or as far as this NBA craze, excuse me.
Option or Tyler Hero as opposed to a different option, but that's going to be a playoff team this year if they stay healthy. But the place we're going to stay, I'm imagining all show today, is a really uncommon scandal, multiple scandals now, because Adam Schefter is wandering over from football to say that the Chauncey Billups report, the arrest, is about a separate gambling ring tied to the mafia and poker games and is not tied to betting on games. Terry Rozier has been arrested by the feds, and at 10 a.m., Kash Patel is going to have a press conference because the federal government is going to make a big show of arresting athletes who are misbehaving around money, because the NBA may have cleared Terry Rozier and is going to have some explaining to do today, but the feds have not cleared Terry Rozier. They have arrested him. And while an arrest is not guilt, it is still innocent until proven guilty. This is the kind of mess that the NBA did not ever want to have, but knew it was coming as soon as gambling started becoming normalized. And I want people to understand, I've written about this before, when competitionaholics aren't on the court at the highest gladiator spectacle level of we play in front of millions every day, they're gambling and competing like that on airplanes, in card games, with giant amounts of money. And when you retire, that doesn't. Like, your money may be gone, but the desire to compete at that level, some people will call it just competition and get rewarded for it. Others will call it gambling addiction, and all of a sudden you're in way over your head. Very few of the people who escalate to the place that Terry Rozier now finds himself in see it coming as it escalates and as debts rise and as they realize, wait a minute, I've been gambling like this on airplanes all my life. What do you mean I'm in trouble now that I can't afford it?
Okay, so at the risk of sounding super ignorant, Chauncey Billups apparently he has been arrested by the FBI in connection with illegal gambling tied to the mafia. We're talking poker games, stuff like that. That's illegal to play poker games?
Well, the tied to the mafia thing, I think, is something to look at. And I know you mentioned Adam Schefter, who shared the story, but it was ABC's reporting that said, while it's separate, some games may have connection to this poker game in their investigation. There seems to be a tether. Like, we'll see. And we'll apologize for any news that we get wrong or conjecture, as this is a lot of news coming in a quick amount of time. NBC News went out and reported that the things that surround Chauncey Billups don't involve any games that he was actively coaching in.
There will be more names and more information coming out over the course of the day, and I will reiterate what Mike just said. Forgive us if we're a little sloppy here on the front end, as this is a lot of stuff happening early in the morning, and it's pretty seismic, okay? Because it's no longer Jonte Porter and some prop bets. You now have names associated with gambling that make this the risk that has always been involved, that the leagues were always afraid of. I've told you before, Zaslow, one of the great shocks of my lifetime is seeing the NFL in Vegas, having an NFL team in Vegas, given what the NFL was for 10 years in terms of being vigilant about we have to be very careful that nothing affects the integrity of our games. So we're going to have a whole lot of, I'm assuming, Terry Rozier is just the start. They don't do this kind of show at 10 a.m. involving the federal government if they've just got Terry Rozier.
Like, there's been a lot of dog and pony shows lately to distract people from God knows what. But I would say,
to distract people from the motherfucking Epstein files. It is what it is. I mean, it is very seismic, but it's not surprising. Again, gambling is pretty much legal now in 50 states. For pretty much the majority of all my life, up until the last couple of years. I'll say pretty much for the last decade. All my life, it was Vegas. It was Atlantic City. That's it. That's all it was. And but now it's been legalized everywhere, and people are going to try to win money because we're in a country where people want to win money quick. That's what it is. People want to win money quick, and they think these athletes are the way to do it. They're gonna scam. They're gonna scheme, try to get that dollar. For the love of money, ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? I mean, it's crazy. I mean, that's what it is. It's crazy. It is absolutely nuts. Now, let's hear a little bit of the actual press conference. Now, I'm not going to show any faces. I'm going to again shout out Dan Le Batard's show. We're going to hear actually from Kash Patel the initial press conference that happened with this lawsuit.
All right, go ahead and pot it up, Chris. Let's listen to what a lot of suits in front of microphones next to Kash Patel, who's in an FBI jacket.
The person speaking right now is U.S. Attorney. Well, he's moved off for the star of the show, Kash Patel. Here we go.
Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchesi crime families. And you'll hear more about those details today. The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime across this country. You hear a lot about our work of defending the homeland and crushing violent crime. Well, this work is also representative of a colossal portion of the FBI's mandate to keep America safe and to keep our entertainment industry fair and secure. The men and women that are standing up here today worked tireless hours, days, months, and years. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery.
Wait a minute. It's not millions of dollars. It's tens of millions of dollars. Isn't that millions of dollars? Hey, look at this picture right here. Why do they have Kash? Hey, Kash Patel look like, never mind, let me shut the fuck up. Because it looks, he don't look all the way together there. That's all. He don't look all the way together, period, neither. You worried about motherfuckers. Epstein files, bitch. Epstein files. And now you got Stephen A. and Kash Patel going. Stephen A. Smith and Kash Patel are now at a disagreement. That's crazy.
Across a multi-year investigation. And we could not have done it without our interagency partners that are before us today. The NYPD, HSI, and teams of law enforcement officials from around the country made this day possible. It takes a team to bring this kind of justice, sweeping justice, into the halls of the United States courtrooms, where our brave United States attorney has led this prosecution. It takes courageous prosecutors to stand before you and say, we will not allow this kind of illicit activity to happen, not only at the national sporting level, but also where it hides in La Casa Nostra. And when these two collided together, they perpetrated a fraud that is historic in terms of not just money, but the scheme and the deceit that they utilize to steal and swindle people from money, to include crypto fraud. This is an operation that showcases to you that under President Trump's administration, there is no room for any type of criminal behavior, be it on the world's largest stage or in the back rooms of tiny parlors where guard games are.
Under President Trump's administration, but y'all won't show us the Epstein file. Wait, did he really say that out loud? Under President Trump's administration, there is no room for criminal behavior. He said that out loud. And they won't even show the motherfucking Epstein files because they probably haven't found the correct way to erase what they need to erase in the actual document and actual documentation. Really? Is that what you said? I'm not saying that what they just did, what they just found, the arrest that they weren't warranted and legit. But you think the mass majority of America, again, gives a fuck about this? Now, as a sports guy, yes, I feel inclined to talk about this. as a citizen of this country who's kind of being fucked over just a little bit by all this bullshit that's going on with Project 2020 motherfucking 5. And I ain't worried about who the fuck Chauncey Billups swindled in a poker game. I didn't play poker, so fuck them. I want to know what's going on with these Epstein files, and should Orange Aid be in a prison? Mr. Cash Patel. That's what I'm worried about, not this bullshit. Would it hurt my heart to find out that the NFL is actually the WWE? Yes. Yes. But the NFL, nobody in the NFL pays my bills. Not even a red cent. They don't pay my bills. They don't take care of my kids. They don't take care of the roof over my head, the food in my refrigerator and freezer, the clothes on my back or my kids' back. So what the fuck ever? Distractions!
Being plugged.
They ain't got no more names.
We are proud to stand here today with the men and women of the FBI and this legal team.
Still no action.
To the United States Attorney, I just want to thank you personally for taking the time to display the work that the media is about to hear about today in detail. As I said, it does take courageous prosecutors, but it takes a courageous United States Attorney to bring this case, because we are going to take heat for it. But we don't shy away in this administration. We don't say no. What we do is we bring the results across the finish line. We bring them to the public. We bring you accountability. And yes, they will have their day in court, and you will hear the evidence through the court system exclusively. We will not deny anyone of due process. And that's the brilliance of this system. That's the brilliance of this administration. Everyone will be held to account. So with that, I turn it over to United States Attorney Nosell. Thank you.
Now, that fucking picture. Hey, that shit need to be a still shot. Now, brilliance and this administration, those two words should not go together in a full-blown sentence. I'm just going to say it. Brilliance and this administration. Matter of fact, brilliance and this administration, the last administration before that, the last administration before that, which was this administration, all leaves you with this. That's what it all leads you with. That's what it leads you with. Brilliance in this administration. Sound like a...
Thank you, Director Patel. To be clear, we're announcing today indictments in two major cases, both involving fraud. One involves sports betting, and the other involves illegal gambling, very specifically rigged poker games. The first indictment involves 6 defendants who are alleged to have participated in one of the most brazen sports corruption schemes since online sports betting became widely legalized in the United States. This scheme is an insider sports betting conspiracy that exploited confidential information about National Basketball Association athletes and teams. The second indictment involves 31 defendants alleged to have participated in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. These defendants, which include former professional athletes, used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The games in the New York area were backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families of La Cosa Nostra. While the cases are separate, there are 3 overlapping defendants charged in both cases: Damon Jones, Eric Ernest, and Shane Hennon. The indictments in these cases contain only allegations, and the defendants are presumed innocent until they are proven guilty in a court of law. But my message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this: your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law
Movie
is
poster.
a losing proposition, and you can bet on that. First, I would like to talk about United States
He
versus
practiced.
Ernest,
Last night he was
the
practicing
NBA
that.
basketball
In
gambling
the mirror.
case.
He damn sure was. Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has just run out. Yeah, he damn sure sat in the mirror and practiced that one. He's like, this is what it's like. Listen, dear, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna look right in the mirror and say, your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Man. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. I ain't gonna bullshit you. That's hilarious. That matter of fact, that's motherfucking priceless. That is priceless. So I mean, what do we make of this shit? I'm gonna be honest with you. By Monday, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. I promise. Tomorrow, no, today's Saturday. Monday, nobody gonna care. So I will get one more realm of opinion about this crime shit. Well, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Bomani Jones, right, Tom? Bomani Jones is brilliant.
Big gambling story, news of which has dropped today. Chauncey Billups arrested, Damon Jones arrested, Terry Rozier arrested, kind of sort of for different things. Terry Rozier giving inside information to the homies, and then, oh, my foot hurt, and then not playing, people banging the under. Allegedly, Damon Jones, who seems to be tied up in two different things, Damon Jones is tied up in perhaps giving inside information to gamblers because he has some gambling issues himself, while also being what they call a face card. And a face card is a guy who participates in a rigged poker game, but he is used as an attraction to get people to play in the game. The face card are those people, and then it's the fish that are the victims. And Ryan, we were reading about it also. We learned a lot. It's quarterbacks.
Yes, we've learned a lot about their terms, the people involved. This has been an evolving story. This is what we've been doing all morning.
Yes. This is what we've got. And then Chauncey Billups, where Damon Jones is involved in both stories, got arrested, but he is only involved in the poker fixing. And so what the allegation is, this game is rigged. And when we talk about learning, I ain't know this was possible. So the games are being played, and there's X-ray machines that are reading the cards. And Ryan, the shuffle machine, like they got the shufflers, and some of the shufflers are in on the scale.
Yeah, the shufflers are rigged. They can tell what cards are coming up.
Right.
And again, yeah, it's just a very rigged operation. Like they knew what they were doing, and they had this very well planned.
Right. And you ask yourself, like, what kinds of people have X-ray machines and bogus shufflers? And the answer is, the mafia. Capital T, capital M, the mafia. The words Cosa Nostra are being used in reports. Chauncey Billups allegedly was the face of rigged poker games that were run by the 5 families. I know this sounds like fiction, but the actual 5 families. And I want to take a moment to send a shout out to organized crime, because everywhere else in America, we have a problem where what used to be the big 6 or whatever turns into the big 3, because all of these businesses merging and just engaging in a world where antitrust doesn't even matter anymore. But no, they still got some sense of foul play over there. It was the 5 families when I was a kid. It is the 5 families now. Y'all staying on y'all square. I respect that. Anyway, let us stop and take a moment to appreciate what I just said, because I think that this is the part that is very important. The 5 families had an NBA head coach in their pocket.
They got way more than that in their pocket. Way more than
now, I am going to presume that Chauncey Billups is in their pocket. And the reason I'm going to presume that Chauncey Billups is in their pocket, well, it's actually 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is that I feel like once you start engaging in actual factual mafia business with the mafia, they kind of got you. You know what I mean? Y'all are kind of sucking this together. But number 2 is I could only assume that the only way that Chauncey Billups wound up doing this with these people is because he had to. I've met Chauncey Billups before. Chauncey Billups, everybody, by the way, he's a guy that everybody I know just about has very, very nice things to say about. Like, people talk about him around the NBA as being a real stand-up dude. I can only assume that he's not a complete and total moron. And so since I assume that he is not a complete and total moron, I'm assuming that he didn't just get into this to get some side money. But I would really like.
He signed a contract extension this April.
He just did, and it's so funny. I was like, he can go ahead. They're gonna pack up his office. He ain't got to do it for him. They're gonna throw his family pictures in the same hefty bag with that suit that he keep in the closet just in case, right? Somebody hit me on Twitter and was like, he just signed an extension. He'll be fine in that regard. I was like, are you high?
Yeah, he's being investigated with all 5 of the families. His job is the least of his.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's something in the contract that says that if they say you hanging out with the 5 families, we ain't gotta pay you no money. Okay.
Exactly. Now, what I do think people need to recognize is that Chauncey Billups' alleged crimes have nothing to do with NBA games. So anybody who wants to throw him out of the Hall of Fame can't do so just yet, because his alleged crimes have nothing to do with the NBA. I mean, the NBA has a black eye enough because this has happened on their watch. It just is what it is. This has happened on their watch, So, I mean, it's just a shit show. That's all I have to say. This is just a shit show. This is really just a shit show, and really, honestly, another distraction. But I mean, it is what it is, because they trying everything in their power to not talk about these motherfucking Epstein files. You dig? This is all that they trying to do, is just stop, not have a reason to talk about these Epstein files. Is this legitimate? Probably. I mean, of course, I think they're legitimate arrests, but in the grand scheme of things that's going on with America, who gives a fuck? Who gives a mother monkey solitary mother monkey? No, nobody, baby. Yeah. Now, what we really need to be talking about, for what they say is the motherfucking culture, this is what we need to be talking about. Okay? Yes. The Versus was announced 2 weeks ago. I cannot wait. No Limit versus Cash Money. Versus is back. Ain't seen a Versus in the last couple of years. How many times have I shown y'all that Versus debacle of Ray J singing One Wish? Who gives a fuck about it? Because we gonna have the Colonel Master P going up against Birdman and Cash Money. And y'all know I am here for this. I don't give a damn. Like I said, I'm not gonna be live. Matter of fact, I'm about to get fuck off. But now I'm a No Limit soldier. I love No Limit. I'm not gonna deny it. Now, who from a mainstream media standpoint has stood the test of time between No Limit and Cash Money? Clear. That's not even a hard. It's not even a hard one. It's been Cash Money. But if you're talking about stage performance and who do I think is going to put on a better show, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say No Limit. I'm not even going to hesitate to say No Limit. Now, what I'm hearing is that no. Tonight ain't about Ray J. Tonight ain't about Ray J. All right? It ain't about Ray J tonight, okay? But what I'm hearing is that I don't know if Wayne is going to be there. Now, if Wayne is not going to be there, that's going to be a disappointment. Mystical has some legal problems. Like, you wish that everybody could be there, because I mean, if Mystical walk his ass up on stage, game over. Game over, because I'm not going to front. Lyrically, lyrically, if we're talking about No Limit and Cash Money in the 90s, and we're strictly talking about No Limit and Cash Money in the 90s, even to the early 2000s, there may be people who disagree with me, but lyrically, that's No Limit. Because Cash Money, I don't think Cash Money was as good as No Limit lyrically. I think Mystical, Fiend, Mac, Mia X could wrap circles around anybody in Cash Money at that time period. Now, you're not going to see Drake, or you're not going to see Nicki Minaj. Lord knows, I hope you don't see Young Thug. I don't think you're going to see any of those guys. But I'm very excited because this is going to take me back to a place. It's going to take me back to my teenage years. It's going to take me back to my teenage years. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I was a teenager, I did not listen to Cash Money. I listened to three songs from Cash Money. Back That Ass Up, classic. Bling Bling, classic. Hey, Erica, how you doing, sweetie? And I listened to The Block Is Hot. So, honestly, while in the meantime, I was buying every motherfucking No Limit CD that came out. I ain't bullshitting you. I ain't holding you. From time, and I give Sean all the responsibility. From time Sean introduced me to Mystical. And I already knew about Master P because I knew about Make 'Em Say and I knew about About It. Well, from time Sean introduced me to Mystical, and that introduced me to the whole roster. And then on top of that, when I knew that Snoop was coming in, because when I was a small kid, I loved Death Row. So Snoop coming to No Limit. I had all the Mystical's No Limit CDs. I had P's, Ghetto D, Last Dawn, Ghetto D, Last Dawn, Only God Can Judge Me, Game Time, Game Face. I had all the C Murders albums. I had all the Silk Shaka's albums. I had all the Snoop's albums on No Limit. You took Henry to a fall festival. I'm about to carve a pumpkin while I watch this black people gangster rap. Yeah. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to carve a pumpkin while I watch No Limit versus Cash Money. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to carve a pumpkin while listening to this black people gangster rap. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Yeah. But yeah, I had all of No Limit CDs. I had the 504 Boys. I had the West Coast Bad Boys. All of that. When I tell you I was a No Limit head, I was a No Limit head. I had about 40 No Limit CDs. Still got some of them upstairs. So you can call me. I don't have anything to carve a pumpkin either, except for a Sharpie. I'm gonna draw the design and a steak knife that I'm gonna use. I don't buy a pumpkin carving kit. Hell no. I got a steak knife and an ice cream scooper. That's been my carving pumpkin method for years. So but yeah, I've been a No Limit fan. Now, did I eventually come around on Cash Money? Yeah, I did. Yeah, still don't think that they, better than No Limit. I made a DJ Brave Easy mix. No Limit versus Cash Money. I made this shit like 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So as far as I'm concerned, they late to the party. I'm not fooling. I'm not joking. I did. Yeah. I made No Limit versus Cash Money years ago. Look, I ain't gonna take credit for verses because I started versus stuff when I was in high school. I started versus stuff when I was in high school. I sure did. Yes, I did. Let's see. If you don't want and see, hey, look, if you don't believe me, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. I'm about to show y'all. Seeing is believing. I made this mix years ago. This is DJ Brave Easy, No Limit versus Cash Money, 2 years ago, which really is almost 3. So I've been did this. I ain't gonna play it because I know they're gonna flag my page. But I done been did that. So I'm just interested to see how close what I did is gonna be to the actual verses. Well, with that being said, we have just a little under an hour before the verses starts. So I got to get myself revved up. I need to make dinner for my kids. I'm gonna carve this pumpkin and I'm gonna watch this verses. Listen, again, my apologies for not being on last night. I had so much stuff to do. I had such a full day. As I have today, but I had to come see my Sports Plus Life family. And guess what? I may, depending, because look, this eggnog that I done mixed, man, that shit didn't already hit me. I may do a reaction video to No Limit versus Cash Money. I wouldn't bet on it. It's just an idea that just came to my head. But I gotta fix dinner, get ready to carve this pumpkin while I'm watching his verses. So you guys know what it is. It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. I will be on tomorrow at 7:45 for the post-game show. But I'm out this bit. Peace. Love you. No Limit versus Cash Money. You don't like eggnog? What the hell is wrong with you? I tell you what. Go to Kroger. It don't have to be Christmas. If I see the eggnog on the shelf, goddamn it, I'm gonna get it. I tell you what. Go to Kroger's. Get the Kroger brand vanilla flavored eggnog, or even the pumpkin flavored eggnog, Kroger brand. It is delicious because that Kroger brand vanilla flavored eggnog, it tastes like vanilla bean ice cream. It really does. Taste just like vanilla bean ice cream. So don't cheat yourself, baby. Treat yourself. It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. I'm out this bit. Peace. I'm going with the tank tonight. No Limit. Peace out. Love you.